Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the bookshop. If you're new here, my name is Shelley. Tonight, if you can believe it, I have another journal flip through. This one and this one were supposed to be done before Christmas, and then I got hurt. Turns out I tore my rotator cuff, and I might have had frozen shoulder too. I don't know. I was in so much pain. I couldn't even use my arm for about 7 days. So now I have to catch up with all the stuff I didn't get done before Christmas. Okay, so this is, they both are single signature journals. Fabric cover. I've used a kit by ArtyMaze. She's ArtyMaze on YouTube and Etsy. This journal is 104 pages. It's just over 8.5 tall, 5.25 wide. And like I said, the fabric, when I bought it, is so pretty. I forget to think about that I'm going to want to decorate. And so very little decorating. A little bit of lace over here and some red rickrack. I'll use some red string for the signature. So in the binding, it's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And then lace and rickrack on the back also. And then at the end, I added this butterfly, which I really thought was pretty, and went with the yellow butterflies. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to make these quick. I'll probably do separate videos just so they'll be shorter. It's not a hardcover, but it feels like it. It's made with couple layers of cardstock, and then I used a thick layer of glue, and when the glue hardens, it really makes things firm up. So in here, this is the kit that I bought. It's called Spring Mist, and so there's a lot of pink and almost like some reds in it. And she used a lot of wildflowers for this. This is from the kit, Nature Does Not Hurry and Yet Everything is Accomplished. It's just a journaling card. And then this tag I made from a flashcard. This little pocket here, it's called a woven pocket. This was an idea by Gayle Agostinelli. And it's actually 4 pockets. And it's stuffed with all kinds of little tags. There's that one's plain. And they all have paper on the back for writing. So there's 2 there. This one has a stamp on it that says, and the story begins. Isn't that pretty paper? That's also ArtyMaze. It's William Morris. And then there's one that says, this book belongs to. So you could put it on the book up here or leave it in the, there's a little pink die cut butterfly. And then this one, it's just collage and has some flowers. And this one has a little bulb pin with a little heart-shaped key and some beads. This is made from a vintage handkerchief, and it's one of the items I did when I attempted to do the 100-day, what's it called? The 100-day challenge or something. Anyway, I couldn't do it. I made it like 4 days or something like that. I'm just not fast enough. I didn't have time for anything else. So anyway, this is called a Rita Donnelly flip. I may use the handkerchief to cover it and sewn around it. And then there's paper in here so you can write on it. A couple of tags. This one is a bingo card. And then this is from the kit. I said they all have paper on the back. I use manila drawing paper a lot, or coffee dyed paper and avocado dyed paper. But I like the manila drawing paper. It's got the die cut and a little bit of bling. Vintage music paper. This is an old paper. It's called Eaton Private Stock, and it's 25% cotton. It's really nice paper. I put an edge on it and then sewed a little leaf design on there. A couple more nice large tags in this journal. And this, I thought this was kind of cool. This here and this here, these are the same bingo cards, or from the same set. And I use this tissue paper. I use the exact same tissue paper, but the background is different. This one had a red background. This had a green background. And they look completely different. I use that tissue paper in a few different places in this journal. And then here's a bingo card with some die cuts on it. And this is a real vintage bingo card. I used a Martha Stewart punch and did this edge design. We've got some old player piano music paper. This is from a Janet Marsh nature study book, Nature Diary. This is from the kit. And then a lot of the pages are edged with this lace. It has like this yellow satiny thing trim going through it. It's really pretty. It goes perfectly with these pages, I thought. This is a paper that I dyed a couple of years ago using spray inks. Get it wet and spray the ink, and it went so perfectly with her digitals. I thought that was pretty cool. Some vintage paper, whatever you call it, ledger. That's from the kit. This is as it flips up, it flips down, and then there's paper on both sides, front and not there, but there, and then here, and it's obviously a lot of writing space, and I made it into a belly band. And so there's a couple of tags there. And those are both from the kit. And some lined paper. This is blackberry dyed, both the doily and the paper. That's I sell it in my store, but I think I'm sold out right now. That's another thing that happened over Christmas is I sold out of everything, and I couldn't really work on anything. This is from a book on wildflowers from the kit. That's Edith Holden. There's a pretty poem on the back. It says, "In the spring." So a lot of everything is like spring themed. Birdie Darling card, and then a journaling card. Avocado dyed paper. There's some cute cards in here. This is one of the large tickets. This is a piece of leftover paper from a medieval Mirage kit, and I thought it was so perfect. These flowers all look like they came from the same kit or the old wildflower book that may have been used. And then this book page pocket has several pockets in it. But I love this image. It's one of my favorites. And then this is an old vintage library card catalog, and the book was titled Ladybugs, little kid's book. And I have a little ladybug button on there, climbing up the leaf trim. I thought that was cute when I found these little ladybug buttons. I got those at the thrift store in a package of buttons. Oh, there's another tag back here. These are die cuts, and then they were embossed. This is a little poem about spring by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. This came from a book by Victoria's Secrets. They have like a 4-book series. that's all about love. I think it's called like Images of Love, and there's one of them called Words of Love, and I forget what the other two are, but I got one from the thrift store, and then I saw that poem, so I thought that was perfect. This little pocket is from the kit, and this paper flips out. This is a really long piece of paper, so it's got to flip out on the other side too. There's two more nice large tags. This has a little butterfly sticker, and I'm not sure if these are part of the kit. That is a ArtyMaze thing. The black, white text on black. I really like that. I've been doing a lot of things with black paper lately myself. This is a French dictionary page. It's from 1890. This is this the page? Oh yeah, right there is spring in French. And there's a couple other definitions, like the poetic, and it says something about eternal spring. Maybe it says hope springs eternal. I'm not that sure. I can read a little bit of French, but this is another one of my inked papers. I can't remember what those leaves are called. Pretty. I love these papers, how she did it with the text, the combination of the text and the flowers. This is from a vintage guest book. It's like the first page in the book. Thought it was perfect for this journal with the purples and all the flowers. These tickets are from the kit, some vintage graph paper. And then this is a cute butterfly paper clip. Just use it to hold this tag in. It kept falling out. So, and then also it holds those tickets there. And this is a dictionary page, a children's dictionary. And there are several. There's spring, and then it says sprung, then spring again. And it talks about the seasons. It's the season between winter and summer. And I sewed the leaves on here again. This tag was a lot. I didn't like it, and I kept having to add more and try to get it to where I wanted to use it. This is old wallpaper, a couple of tags from the kit, some lined paper from the kit. There's one of the main pages. Oh, and this flower from the flower book, I found it was the same kind. It's called a purple loose strife. And there it is, and it matches this one. Some music composition book paper and blackberry dyed paper. This is one of those sheets where the blue came out of the blackberries for some reason. Sometimes I get blue, sometimes it's gray. There's some more of the composition. That's the other half of the book page. And then the other side. So we're on the other side of the pages. There's the other side of the wallpaper, vintage wallpaper, little pocket with some tags, graph paper, the guest book. This has a fern and a little maple leaf on this side of the inked paper. And then this is the French dictionary. Yeah, 130 years old. It feels good though. It feels like it has that cotton in it. This is another piece of that green paper. It's really long. I got a couple more tags in here. This one has another sticker. It says use your wings and fly. This is really colorful compared to a lot of the journals I had done before the holiday. I was doing a lot of neutrals, which is actually what I want to get back to. There's the loose strife, and that's what it says on the tag. Then I put that little butterfly on there. This, I made, and it's just a sheet of paper that's been decorated on the front, but you unhook it from the tab and fold it out. And there's some extra journaling space. And yeah, tuck it back under there. Avocado dyed paper. Here's the other half of the bag with a couple more tags and a journaling card. And then this is the other half of the Edith Holden page, which I also sewed down the edge. I think I must have done that in about 4 places in this book. Isn't this pretty? I love this teal color. And then the book page. Those are pretty flowers. Yeah, very colorful. Blackberry dyed paper. Look how dark purple is. You get a lot of different shades when I'm dyeing with the blackberries. Oh, I really like this. This is one of my first attempts at doing a CD envelope. Came out really good, I think. Just a little collage around the edge, and then there's this dream script. I wish I knew where I got that. I'll have to look up that because it's so pretty. And then the little blue bee, they kind of match. Behind here, it's a like a belly band, very large one, but it goes all the way through. This is a first day issue of a stamp. It has a ladybug on it, and then they're decorated, and it says 1987. It was stamped in Toronto, Canada, even though it's a USPS. And I like on the back when they have all the information. I think that's kind of interesting. This envelope is from it's a first day cover for the National Wildlife Federation. It's got a lot of information on the ladybug. And then this is another flashcard. I put several die cuts on it. And there's a little ladybug there. It's made out of felt. And her little antenna are wire. And then there's a tag in the envelope. I put some pretty paper behind, so when you pull it out, it's still pretty. And then I think this is tissue paper. Spring breathes new life into the world around us. And you don't see that when it's in there. That's over here. And then a little butterfly sticker. And of course, you can write on the back. This is a fold out. It's a large piece of ledger and some more of that spray paper, which goes so good with her kit. Again, I think that's awesome. This has 3 little pockets. They each flip open. And then there's writing space here. And they each have a tag in them. Just a little tag from the kit. And these are all Edith Holden on the front. That one's got the birds, butterfly. And then the Janet Marsh paper and the player piano paper. And this is a bag. I use that same tissue paper on here because, yeah, the bag usually looks like that. But I covered it with that paper. And there's a tag behind here, journaling card. And I glued a little piece of doily, not doily, but like a huge tablecloth. I just cut a piece out of it. And this is just a little foam butterfly. This is another idea of Gayle Agostinelli. This fabric is sewn onto some Amazon packaging. And so you can feel the little bubbles under there. It makes it kind of a soft, squishy tag. And I put a little bit of lace and some of the red rickrack and this pretty little journaling card. I think this is a Tracy Fox. And yellow striped tab. I thought that went really good with the yellow butterflies and the fabric. And it's just cute, and it's sewn zigzag stitch all the way around. Oh, and there we go with the leaf stitch. I guess I did that on both sides of this. I think I already said that it's 25% cotton fiber. And you can tell when you feel it. It just feels different. There's a lace pocket here on this vintage music sheet. And this is just the flap of an envelope that I cut off to decorate the page with. This is a 3 tag, like a fold out from the kit. And I decorated the front of it with a couple butterflies and a flower. There's a little brad for the center. And you can see I draw on my antenna because I can never get them cut out. And then another one of those bingo cards. This one, though, I put some die cuts on, kind of almost matching with the tab. And with the coming of spring, I am calm again. Yeah, I like winter to a certain degree. You know, I always think it's great when it snows for the first day or two. But you get to a certain point where you start looking forward to spring. This is the last page. So there's this little booklet here. I've never made one of these before. I think this was almost like a prototype. That's one of the tickets from the kit, and I just glued it top and bottom for another belly band. And I think I was watching someone make this, and I just made it like right along with them, and I put all kind of little scraps and stuff in the pockets. Actually, if you flip it over, there's another pocket over here. Yeah, this is a piece from a couple of years ago. And there's a couple tags back here. Nice little bird collage tag. Okay. Yeah, I think I put that tab on there before I realized this was going to be a pocket. And then this is one of those Tim Holtz slots. It's just filled with all kinds of little pieces. It says Enchanting Springtime. There's a tag back here with a label and some die cut flowers. And then I think there's a tag in here. And a bunch of stuff in here. A couple of tags. And then this is the Handmade by Shelley Eagle, Bookshop Shelley on Etsy and YouTube. This is the first little snippet I've ever made. I like the way it came out, but I'm terrible at making them. I've tried a couple of times, and I can just sit there and look at everything, and it just doesn't really come to me. So that all just slides under there, and then you close that and close that. And then this is the last pocket. It's all pink, and I inked up the edge of the pocket and everything. And that's one of the, I think I just cut this from a leftover scrap. And then this is this one of those trifold tags? Yeah, 3 of them. And to put a little pocket on there using one of the, there's little stamps in the kit. And then the little tickets from the kit. And I added a pink die cut butterfly. And then this is my version. I am not an artist, but I was attempting to do my version of the pink flower, not really the loose stripe, but yeah, I did some gesso on. This is one of the vintage, not vintage, antique French dictionary pages. And I put a little bit of I used a stencil and put some paste on there and inked it and used a pen, did the green ink. Anyway, that's my little artwork, my little art piece. And that's it for this one. How long did that take? Yeah, 25 minutes. So we're not going to do 2 in 1 because that'd be an almost hour video. So I'll just stop and then do another video. I did want to show you these. I think we went right past there though. And I was going to show these little, I reinforced the center with some of this pink sari silk, and there's a lot of the tags have the pink sari on them, but these have little red beads, hearts. These heart-shaped beads I had, my son is what, 27 I believe, and I had these when he was a toddler. I used to make little stuffed, not little, I used to make stuffed bunnies. And I've been carrying these around. And I don't know, when I started looking for beads, I have a ton of beads, all different kinds. But I think I wanted red. And I found those little hearts. And I just, there's something I really like about them. Those ones are the solid hearts. And these ones are the clear hearts. And then each one has a silver butterfly on it. So those are the bead dangles, and they hang out the bottom. And that's it. And so I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up and come back and check out the other journal, the Butterflies in Blue. I'll be doing that right after this. Okay, guys, thanks. See you in the next video. Bye.